Welcome to welcome to Dragoni's Dragons of Fanfic. Yep, that's definitely how this starts. Welcome back to Dragons of Fanfic. I'm Dragoni Brony.
And I'm Dragon Ginger. So we decided to go back to a story we've actually read and talked about before. We reread it.
Did we ever post
today. Yes, it was actually posted. That was when we were still on Podbean.
Oh, we're still technically on Podbean.
Still on there, yeah.
Is there a fire? Oh, okay. Okay.
I
was like, is your fucking room on fire right now?
Yep. Yep.
There is a fire. You're not wrong.
I did not notice that until just now. I feel kind of stupid, actually. Anywho, yeah, so we're talking about,
Spike's Trick or Treat by Crisis Nova. Old school story. This is when Crisis Nova did not... Well...
this is the birth of the swoosh.
This is why we talk about whoosh.
And Spike's huge cock.
This was fairly old school, 2013, so still early part of the fandom, you know, season 3 just happened when this came out.
Spike's totally gonna bang one of the Cutie Mark Crusaders in the show, then.
I'm waiting for it.
Because it's either that or Ember, but I feel like Ember's too obvious of a choice.
Applebloom or Sweetie Belle?
Definitely Scootaloo.
Fair enough.
He's gonna wreck Scootaloo.
Well,
He's gonna fuck her wings into shape. He's gonna grab them like they're handlebars, and that's how they're gonna grow. It's like breasts. Just gotta rub and pull hard enough, right?
Yep. Yep.
That works.
That's exactly how that works.
Oh, that's new one.
So, Spike's Trick or Treat, basically, the Cutie Mark Crusaders, and this includes Babseed. Haven't seen her since season 3, basically, I think.
Because that's all she was there for.
Yep. They all have crushes on Spike. Oh, this is an anthro clopfic, by the way. This was actually our first clopfic we ever did.
Was it our first? Oh,
It was our very
first one we ever
first.
recorded. I was like, it definitely wasn't
Well,
my first.
okay, yeah, fair enough. It wasn't the first one that we'd like read or something. No. This was the first one we'd talk about online. But without getting any more sidetracked here, try not to. Fail miserably. So the Cutie Mark Crusaders all have a crush on Spike, and they make a plan to trick him into dating all 4 of them for night marriage night.
Was it really a plan? It was like, he's just gonna do it, and we're just gonna convince him. That's basically what their plan was.
No. He lost a bet and had to go out on a date with them. And somehow, over the course of a couple-hour date, fell in love with all of them.
I mean,
really, it was a split-moment decision, I feel. But
in fairness, he's known them for a long-ass time.
This is actually true, because, see here.
He's known them for years at this point.
This is at least, I don't know, 10-plus years set in the future of season 3. So you gotta go back to season 3, ignore all of 4 through 6, and go 10.
I'm still on fucking 4.
Dragoni's a horrible brony.
I'm big into the fandom, but I've gotten so busy with work and then stories that I literally have had 0 time to watch them.
Binge watch. Dude.
You
4 screens. You can do it.
I just need the one with 8 different things popped up, but that's beside the point.
You can do it. He can actually do that, folks. I think we've actually talked about your weird ability to simulcast multiple episodes.
When you have the ability to hyper-process, you take advantage of it. You look at one screen, you process that one screen. I look at 8 screens, I process it as one screen.
Yeah. You'll have to excuse me if I seem tired or something.
He's jerked off nonstop. Doing it right now, actually. It's quite disturbing. He's just fapping under the table. So
I was a roadie yesterday for a show out in Iowa City for a friend's band, and
fapped it away there too. A lot of topless girls there. I don't blame them.
I woke up yesterday at like 6 a.m. Didn't go to bed till 2 a.m. today. Had to get up at 8 a.m. today. Yeah.
Dick in your hand the entire time.
Yep.
You're just... That's the only reason you got the excuse to be tired for. Just dick in your hand the entire time.
100 times.
A day? Or just in total?
In total.
Okay. I'll say, if you do it 100 times a day, first off, kudos. Secondly, what's your diet? And thirdly, the chafing is real.
50-gallon drum of lube.
You need more than a 50-gallon drum of lube.
Hey, there's a reason they call gingers fire crotches.
I mean, you got carpal tunnel right now, dude. You just got jerk off carpal tunnel.
He doesn't even have carpal tunnel. It's gone so far, he's just replaced it with a steel wrist.
Fully prosthetic wrist and hands.
Anyway.
That's how I can play Guitar Hero with my hand cramping up and going in.
Yeah, just
total
pushes a-
spasms.
Just pushes a button, his forearms and the wrists just start going automatically. Just...
Oh. Yep, that's the thing. Excuse me. So, talking about the story. So, the way they do this, they plan to have a sleepover at Twilight's treehouse. Oh, the feels. Just instantly the feels.
Ah, treehouse.
But, they plan to have it there with Spike, while Twilight is gone in Canterlot. And so they're there, and Babs knows how to handle carts real well as a card shark. So she...
Still concerned as to why Babs needed to learn that skill, but at the same time...
Her mom was a dealer. Well...
Yeah, her
worked
mom
as
did
a-
drugs. Big whoop. That doesn't mean you gotta get good at cards.
Worked as a dealer in a casino.
I mean, yeah, so you get some drunk. In my brain, you're just not gonna catch on, are you? I like how I realized, but my brain was still like, no, that doesn't mean she's good at cards. It's like, yes, it does.
I've specified more than enough, sir.
Yes, you have.
But anyway, so she basically, they trick Spike to play cards with them, and they make it so that his pride can't let him not play. So Spike is like Dragoni with spite, only pride. So yeah, very very different.
I'm sorry, did you say I was like Spike but with pride?
No.
Oh,
Spike is like you. Pride to Spike is spite to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't have a glorious foosh or wings.
Ooh.
Or a moonlit backdrop on top of a barn where my my future wife's sister's jerking off to me on the ladder. Odd how she can do that, mind you.
Did you notice though? Everybody got laid except Applejack.
Yeah.
Let me double check that. And Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie did not get laid.
No, they totally fucked in the bushes.
For the record, I have not heard this story or read it, so
It's great. I'll forward it to you. And
some might be some interesting comments and questions about what goes on.
so we'll get into who all slept with who and what at the end.
Oh boy.
I think most of them were saying totally worth it, except Rainbow Dash, but that's because she had a minor panic attack. So anyway, due to his pride, he's forced to play the game. At first, it's just strip poker, and finally, Sweetie Belle is the one to call him out and say, "Let's change the deal a little bit. You win, I take it all off. You lose, you take all four of us on a date." And
It's like at once, or are we talking 4 separate dates here?
all at once.
Like that.
All at once on Nightmare Night. And, well, Spike lost.
Spike's like, I got a raging boner right now, and I'm all for this. Let's do it.
The funny thing is, he did not, because he was so infatuated with Rarity. This story is set 3 years. I reread it just today, and I was looking around trying to figure out, okay, how long ago was it that Rarity rejected him? Because he actually got rejected. She was going out with another guy, and he caught on and realized, oh. So, and he still had this hope, but it was for 3 years. 3 years. And then the story happens, and the Cutie Mark Crusaders are like, we're done with this. You've had enough time to get over your sorry ass crush. Now, whip out the dick and fuck us. Actually, damn near perfect, exact what happens. So, yeah. There is a funny scene there. They wake up the next morning, because after the poker game, they got drunk and all of them stripped, and they didn't have sex then.
No.
But they ended up in bed. For some reason, they ended up in Twilight's bed specifically, because Twilight was gone and it was the biggest bed. I can't
argue that logic.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like, we're all sleeping together, and I don't have a big enough bed for that. Looks to the right. That bed's fucking pretty big. It's like,
yeah.
So, I guess.
So they're in bed together naked, and Twilight comes home a little early and catches them. What do they say? Well, specifically, Applebloom says, "We buck like rabbits in mating season." And Spike was gone and flying over the Everfree before anyone knew what happened.
Mm-hmm. Spike wakes up and he notices someone there. He's like,
Twilight was steaming mad, about to go rapidash on this shit. She was about to evolve into her final form.
It's like, and Spike's just in there like, I can feel that heat now.
So, yeah. And, I thought that was hilarious just because he gets chased off. But anyway, that's a small scene. There's a few other odd bits and pieces. You see some, girls.
They burn fucking Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon. Pretty good.
Oh, yes. Yes. I can actually pull up.
Call them used girls and how nobody wants them.
Yep.
That's what they get for trying to hit up on Spike, I guess. To which in a later story, don't they marry like Blue Blood or some shit like that?
Diamond Tiara does. I think maybe Silver Spoon. But.
What? No, this is not what I want. Let's go to docs. I want to drive.
Yeah. All the girls have these odd daydreams about being with Spike and.
We learned about Spike's secret lair.
Yeah, he had a amazing lair behind a waterfall in the middle of the Everfree forest, and it's glorious. Although he did go in a rage before the story happened. There's a flashback in it. The day he got rejected, he broke and destroyed all of the gems Rarity gave him that he had hoarded in that cave.
Mm-hmm. Which apparently was quite a bit few.
The stack was so big, it was obviously held up by some sort of enchantment.
Obviously, yes.
The enchantment of love.
So, yeah, shit got real.
Did you just say the enchantment
Oh,
of
also,
love?
I forgot to mention this. So, Blue Blood got burned in the story, quite literally, by Celestia.
Mm-hmm.
Spike is a prince. Spike is a prince.
Yeah.
He is the adopted son of Celestia. Since the moment, actually, when he was an egg.
Yeah. Which technically wouldn't that make him outrank Blue Blood purely because he's like,
Yes.
He's like,
And he does.
yeah, he's like,
He does.
He's like, I'm her daughter, first in line because of that. You're her nephew for some fucked up reason that we refuse
Did you
to
just
explain.
say Spike was her daughter?
Yes. Yes, I did.
It took my brain a second to catch up going, wait a minute, that sounded wrong.
Mermaid
Play
cock.
it back.
Enough said. Now then.
But, yeah, so Spike is Celestia.
Maybe he was cross-dressing at the time. You don't know.
Uh,
Maybe he really wanted to stay in character.
Yep. So,
I ain't gonna judge Spike.
Spike is a prince
It's a
in
huge
this
cock.
one, and it's hilarious because Celestia, well, Blue Blood in this story is full on blue balls, and he calls Spike a monster, and Celestia goes Royal Canterlot voice on him, and like with the fury of 1,000 suns, no shit, burns his trousers off.
Really, it takes 1,000. He must have had some damn good trousers. 1,000 suns, and he's just like, oh no, my pants finally gave way. It's like,
Well,
Everything's
Finally!
it's like everything's dead. Do they just got some weak ass suns? I guess.
I
Like,
don't.
1,000
Okay.
light bulbs. real
I may
close?
be over exaggerating, but long story short, Celestia burnt the pants off it. The heat was so hot. Spike was fine because he's a dragon. And he's like, oh, it's a little toasty. Discord was there because it's Celestia, Discord, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Spike all having a picnic, and.
Wasn't Discord there just fanning himself? They were like a really big fan. He's just like,
Oh, yeah, Discord's fine because he's Discord. We don't really know what he's doing. But he snapped up some fire suits for Pinkie and Fluttershy to keep them safe.
He's like,
So we know it was hot enough to burn skin or fur. So Discord had to intervene on their behalf. And Celestia was pissed enough to forget about them. Which I thought was hilarious when I did that connection click. That was like, you nearly killed two of the bearers of the elements of harmony.
like I said, benevolent tyrant, regardless of the story. Always a benevolent tyrant.
Yeah, well, no.
Always.
She's not always benevolent.
Always. Yeah. She's either tyrant is always involved. Benevolent typically.
Yes.
You can't.
No, there was a couple that.
Her ass can't be that big and not be a tyrant. Let's put it that way.
No, there was a couple that she was a complete incompetent idiot.
You could be,
You can be a tyrant and a complete
Incompetent.
incompetent idiot.
yeah.
No, she had somebody else running the show.
Still a tyrant. Who was running it? Blue Blood?
I think in one story, yeah. Prime ministers and stuff.
Oh. Okay. Oh, so she was a figurehead.
Yeah.
Okay. She could still be a tyrant.
And she was total idiot.
Yeah, of course.
Don't ask me what
she's
that
alive
story
too long.
was.
She has some severe Alzheimer's going on right there.
Yeah.
It's
So,
like, my brain turned to mush and it's now slowly regrowing. Give me another 1,000 years, it'll be the top game. It's like,
yeah.
well.
We need to get back on the story here. So, getting into it, the date happens, and yeah, they burn Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon. Spike is apparently like super hot.
Yeah.
He's
Huge cock. He's a prince and he's a dragon with a
2
six
inches,
pack.
2 inches bigger and much thicker than the average stallion. Solid 9-inch cock. Wham! Not only that, but his eyes glow in the moonlight. Like a fucking monster's.
Every time I read that part of the story, though, my brain automatically goes to, you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? It's like, as a matter of fact, I have, Joker. I'm also reading a story about it right now, and huge cock. And then my brain
Huge
automatically goes
dragon
from that
cock.
to Dante's Inferno, just swinging in the breeze, just like, I'm gonna die because I'm being hypnotized by a huge cock swinging in the background. Like, and then it's
Spikes can't do that because it's a recessive. He's a reptilian, it's recessive. But if it didn't recede, it would swing in the breeze.
I feel like,
And
where
the
does he
girls-
put that? What space does he have for that?
He's
right next to his spleen?
He's a dragon. I don't know.
Does it pop into his tail a bit? Is that why it hurts when you pull on his tail? You're just yanking his dick? Pulling the wrong way.
That's exactly what it is.
So if you cut off a dragon's tail,
Well, they ain't fucking cars.
why would they fucking? You know what? I'm not even gonna question that.
Bobby, dragons fucking cars. It's a thing, is it not?
It has been a thing for a very long time, and you and I both know this.
Boom! Said by the man. But anyway,
I blame you.
So- they go through the date night and it goes off without a real hitch. And they get to the barn and up to the loft and bam! Whoosh! Spike drops his costume on the floor. He's wearing this robe and spreads his wings and his eyes glowing in the moonlight with the moon back behind him somehow. And wah! And the girls went splash.
Swoosh.
Waterfalls all of a sudden between the legs.
As Pam would say, sploosh.
And Dragonia's typing. That's frightening.
That's never good.
I'm writing a story that I have said several times in many podcasts that I will write, and I'm writing it.
Ah, that one. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Because Murphy's, I still got a few small minor details to plan out before I can power through that again. But I did get the first chapter done. That I have to re-edit now because I have a 1 hour and 45-minute long synopsis on my.
Yeah. Okay. So we sat down to record. What was it? Last week?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday.
Yeah, last week's Tuesday.
That explains everything.
And we sat down and Dragoni started explaining his story, and I just was like, "We're not missing this. Hit record." And he's just going, and he goes, and he goes, and he doesn't stop, and it's like almost
I go through all the arcs.
2 hours of him explaining without going into the extreme nitty-gritty details.
I don't have the
either
extreme nitty-gritty. I have the general synopsis. I just gave you the general
of the
synopsis.
story.
Okay, to be fair, each arc had like a 15-minute synopsis. I just gave you all the synopsises at once.
Yep. Once.
Once. I give it all at once.
All right. Back to Spike's Trick or Treat. They have glorious orgy in the barn.
Yes, they take turns, and then they pair up, and then they take turns while pairing up, and then they all go at once, and then
Oh yeah.
Applejack
16 times.
Yeah, at this point, Applejack has came many a time.
No.
Passed
no.
out on a ladder, I'm assuming.
AJ went once and then left.
I mean, I would
But she somehow did that standing on a ladder, one hand groping herself, the other hand down between her legs, and she had pulled off her clothes.
I'm assuming
While
she's
on the
wrapping
ladder.
around the ladder like this.
I have no idea. I still
and this is a
find it
slant ladder.
impressive.
It might not have been a pure vertical. It might have been like a 45-degree slant. So
Yeah.
she could have been kind of like lying down and on her ass, and like,
I have
and
no
then took
idea.
the tail and like smashed it up against. Sorry. Nope. Just nope.
It's too late. You've already done it.
Nope.
And
Nope.
anywho,
That's for Silent Brush. That's something he'll do.
yep. Okay. Okay. Story idea of mine. Don't go there.
Which I have to write.
Because I can't write worth shit.
Awesome. Well, I can't spell for shit. Like I just wrote remember.
You can't spell for shit while talking.
Hey, wow.
Yeah. I spelled remember R-E-M-B-E-R. Remember.
Remember? You remember that?
You might be a hick. Who knows?
So, I still find that impressive. 4 times he finished in each girl. 16 times total.
Yeah. I mean, and they didn't get pregnant. That's what fucks with me.
They didn't get pregnant for several years. It was after they married. Which I am assuming,
That's probably because it's a dragon pony hybrid thing they had to do. Probably took a lot of womb bashing to make it work.
well, that's part of it. They were the only dragon pony couple. They weren't the, that had kids. They weren't the only dragon pony couple ever. But they were the first to ever have kids. And the thing that my theory is, what happened in the story, the very last chapter is sort of just an epilogue that goes through what happened, Spike proposing, and then the actual marriage, and then 10 years down the road from that. And at the marriage, he gives up a part of his soul to each of the girls so that they would live the same length of time he would, and he would never fall in love with any other girl.
Yeah, because that's just some complete convenient magic right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make soul. It's like, no, I think that's a lung, good sir. You try again.
And he's,
Yeah, spleen. I mean, sorry, soul. It's like, are you just donating organs right now?
mark it up.
Oh, good old Rico.
One spleen. Mark it up.
Sneeze. Just wipes it off on Celestia. Not. Sorry, not for you. That's for my mother. Good Celestia.
But anyway.
She wiped my ass, she can deal with the snot.
So my idea is because they all share that dragon soul, he was able to get them pregnant. So I don't think any other dragon has done that before.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
So, but yeah.
That did not occur to me, yes, then.
So I said I would go through like a list of who all did what and did who, really. So, Big Mac married Shirley earlier before the story happened, and they get it on just out in the open.
No fucks to give. Sorry.
Before
Plenty of fucks to give, just no fucks where it
before
happens.
the trick-or-treating was even done.
Trick or treat, give us something nice to eat. Big Mac's
See
like, all right,
here.
open up, here's some whipped cream. Boom, boom, boom.
So, Pip and his mare friend Dinky are older in
Dinky.
this
Nice ship.
story, legal age somehow, and
Well, yeah, they're the same age as the Cutie Mark Crusaders. And the Cutie Mark
I
Crusaders
guess
were
I guess
18.
so. And Luna kidnaps them.
Is it kidnap or full nap?
Technically, if we're going with the pony puns, it would be full napped. But anyway, Luna full naps them in front of a bunch of children, and Pinkie Pie is like, I know what's happening.
Moving on.
All right, children, calm down.
Calm down. It's just
Luna
sex.
will bring them back. Don't worry.
They might be a bit tired and beaten, but
And let's see here.
Pip's definitely gonna have a limp.
Twilight was shipped with Trixie and Flash both in this story because
See, I
no
don't like her with
no
Flash and Trixie.
compromises. Dude, you and me both.
No,
Um,
I want her and Shining to back. I want there to be an incestuous relationship, which is why Twilight was so bad with other people, because she was, yeah.
Okay, moving on.
God.
Anyway, Trixie, Flash, and Twilight, that was a thing. Rainbow
Shining
Dash,
armor in the background, jerking off in my own brain.
Rainbow Dash, Soren, and Spitfire got super uber drunk and ended up together. That was a thing. Rainbow Dash had a bit of a panic attack because no protection.
She woke up with a dick in her ass. No, she didn't. But basically, that's the level of panic she had. She's like,
She
there's
woke
something in
and
my
she
anus.
realized she was leaking, and went, "Nope."
She's like, well, luckily I know how to do this. Flex, boom, shot it out like a cannon. She's like, yeah. And then a baby came out, and she's like, oh, you developed quickly.
Discord and his twin dicks got to Fluttershy.
Yeah. Not
Oh.
sure why he has two dicks, but I'm not going to question it. It's Discord.
It's
Because
Discord,
he's-
Why not?
Because despite being a Draconequus, he's part dragon, and dragons have either two types of penis: dual phallus, which means they're have less endurance, but can go longer, and they can please more because they got two of them, or a single phallus, which they can just go forever.
Just, It's like, yes.
Spike said earlier in the story, minimum time for him jerking it was 4 hours.
You know,
4 hours for one jerk off.
Oh.
Every male,
My maximum
would be
time
like,
jerk off.
Ah, the chafe is real.
My maximum time jerk off, which was me going full force, was 45 minutes. And I was dying at that point, man. Jesus, 4 hours. It's like, you have nothing, you have a clear schedule that day, and that is what you devote.
Yep, 16 hours can be dedicated to sex alone. Those poor mares.
I have things to do today, sweetheart. Yeah, fuck me now. Boop. I'll walk you through town.
Womp.
You know they gotta be into some BDSM. It's just like, fine, here's a collar. Walk.
Oh, you guarantee it.
Oh,
You
those
guarantee
poor
it.
traumatized children. Mommy, why is Daddy slapping you in the butt? She was a bad girl. Whack! Daddy, why aren't you using your hand? Because I got a size for it, boy. Daddy, you know I'm a girl, right? You ugly ass girl. I feel like that's Spike's character too, T.
No, that's not. Spike is the gentleman in this story.
I
He
know.
really is.
And he still has a thing for Rarity even through all this.
No. Basically,
He still admires Rarity.
he does not at the end.
At the end of this one, or was it at the end of the sequel?
At the end of this one, he's like totally forgotten about her as a love interest.
Oh
They're
yeah, okay,
friends.
that was 10 years. That's a 10-year thing.
No,
I'm talking-
by the wedding.
By the wedding?
Yeah,
That was like, still, he dated them for like 2 or 3 years before the wedding.
8 months.
Really? Was it 8 months?
8 months.
Was it, or was it 2 or 3 years after the wedding that they had their first kid?
Oh.
I think it might have been 2 or 3 years.
I don't know the
It
ages of
explained
the
it in the
kids.
sequel.
Yeah, I don't remember the ages of the kids, and I did not reread the sequel because we weren't planning on going in depth into that.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, they just flow in pretty decently to
Yeah.
each other.
Um,
Anywho.
so, yeah, that was a thing. But, let's see here, did I miss anybody? Fluttershy, Discord. Nope, I don't. Oh, and Rarity and
I'm thinking
Thunderlane.
Yeah.
Yep, Thunderlane.
I don't know if they banged.
Nope, they banged.
I can't remember reading if they banged or not. I know they're
They
they're a
did.
thing. I just don't know if they actually banged.
They did. Because Rarity wakes him up. Because it goes through the next morning with all these characters. And the next morning, Rarity decides to wake him up with a tit job.
Classy.
High class. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a way to wake up in the morning.
Just wake up. Oh, something feels fuzzy. Look down. Oh, I got fur tits wrapped around my dick. Go back to bed. Wake up. I have fur tips wrapped around my dick.
This is a wonderful sensation. Why am I thinking of sleep?
Yeah. Look up a little bit. Oh, it's Rarity. Okay, go back to bed. I don't have to be concerned. I'm not cheating anymore. Wake up, Rarity. What are you doing? Like that would be the average guy's process. It's like, oh no, I'm getting jerked off. Oh, I'm getting jerked off. Okay. Oh God, who? Oh, okay, it's my girlfriend. Wait, why?
Yeah, pretty much, pretty accurate. Been there, done that. Yep.
Really? You've just been like, huh? Oh, that's happening. Okay. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, okay.
True story.
Cheers.
I was
Alright.
staying at my girlfriend's house, ex-girlfriend, I guess. This was a couple years ago, and wake up next morning, and she was just going to town, and I'm like, go back to sleep. Wait, what? Oh,
You're like, oh.
oh, okay, it's her. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh shit.
So I can just take.
It took a couple of minutes for my brain to go, hey, buddy, you're getting some right now. Wake up.
No, I can't believe that. Like you're just like on the bed and you're just like wake up, you're like, ugh. Oh, and then you got like that getting a hand job, blissful smiling face. Like, yeah, you get back to bed. Nice. Wait, who? I don't want to cheat. Oh, it's her. Yeah. And it's like, and then you.
Why am I trying to sleep?
No, it's not even the why am I trying to sleep. You sit up here and you're like, why are you giving me a hand job?
Oh no.
You have a
It
mouth.
was-
You have a vagina. Hell, you have an ass if you're feeling for it. I have a penis. We are things to be done. You don't need to grab and tear.
No.
Or you trying
My thought process went, instead of why are you doing that, to I'm about to get some. Let's go.
Mine wouldn't even done that. I'd been like, no.
I went from 0 to 100 in about 3 seconds. Once
I feel like
I realized that.
I'm one of the few guys in the world probably that I get woke up from getting a hand job. I'm like, and then I realize it's her. The fuck you doing when I'm sleeping? You know me. I am trying to death here. Quit trying to revive me via hand pumps.
It's working though.
And then knowing me, because of the girls I date, they'd probably lean real close to my dick and just blow into my urethra and be like, how about a blowjob? I'm like, I have to pee now.
Never had that happen.
My ex-girlfriend, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She did that one. She's just like, you awake now? I'm just like, no, but I have to pee.
I can imagine that.
I went to the piss, came back down. She's like, so, you ready? I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
for bed. You woke me up, and then you blew in my dick. Okay?
Made me get out of bed.
I am going back to death. I am a wonderful boyfriend.
Men have their priorities straight. Eat, sleep, fuck.
Occasionally shit.
Shit, once a day.
Showering can be contained all within sex. So can shitting, but then you got a weird situation going on right now of who's shitting, where you shitting at, and what's happening with the shit.
Don't shit in the shower, folks.
Yeah.
Don't shit.
No.
Shit.
Unless you have runny diarrhea, then it's just really
Even
thick urine.
then, don't do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're going to have to clean the drain one way or another, but I'm just saying, if it's going to happen, have that weird, like, watery, explosive diarrhea that's just like, boom, because then you got the shower head going, you're just like, yeah, that's clean. And you just hopefully it's detachable, so you can just go up and you can just spray off your own ass, and you're like, yeah.
I'm just questioning, why are we talking about this?
Because it came up.
We did that thing where we
'Cause
just
sleep-
sidetrack.
Eventually we'll track right
And
back
the
onto the track.
conversation was derailed.
Was there even a rail to begin with? I feel like
derailed out of the freaking train.
we had a breadcrumb in which a murder of crows came and was like, giant chunk gone. It's like, all right, filling our own content. Found the breadcrumb again. And then we found like a breadcrumb, and then a worm came up and was like, mine. And so we followed that worm for that breadcrumb. And we went down to a dark, dirty, shitty place.
That's exactly how to perfectly describe every conversation with you. It starts just nice, simple, easy, following a trail of breadcrumbs.
Yeah, what you
And
did
then it
today? I did
disappears, and we're like, what the fuck happened? And we keep going just because, and we finally find the breadcrumbs again, and then it takes a sharp turn down to nowhere.
No, it's definitely going somewhere.
It's the abyss.
We've never hit the bottom. That's the issue.
Thank God.
In 8,
9.
9,
10,
10, 11. 11 years we've known each other. We've never hit the bottom.
I've known myself for 23 years and I've never hit the bottom. All right.
Fair enough.
Can you hit the bottom if you're always at the bottom?
I'm never at the bottom. I'm still falling.
That's a deep hole.
Yeah. That's what happens when you follow rabbits.
Are you saying I'm following a rabbit or am I at the rabbit? Or did I just find a really big hole?
Oh.
Man, see, this is
I'll
why
tell
I
you
like,
about a
I was-
story.
Oh, no.
You know
please.
what?
Don't make the comment.
We're going to finish this up. I'm Dragon Ginger.
I'm Dragoni Brony.
This has been Dragons of Fanfic. We will catch you all later.
Thank you for diving into our giant hole.
That made us sound like foxes, not dragons.
I'm just saying we got big holes and our background is in a cave. I mean, they had to go splunking one way or another.
Yup. All right. Good night, folks. I'm sorry about that.
You should be. Because I'm not.